Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps keep the video on the algorithm, okay? So, like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. Okay, if you want to support the channel, you can definitely support the channel via Cash App. I want to say to my platinum members, okay, I got a video that's gonna upload. I got some tea for y'all. I was gonna wait to put it out, but I can go and put out some today. Okay, y'all know I had that hot piping tea. Okay, I fell kind of behind a little bit because I've been working quite a bit. Again, I'm from one thing to the next. But I enjoy doing what I do. Okay, just know that. Okay, it's not like I'm working like a Hebrew slave. It's really not work when you enjoy it. I be enjoying doing what I do because I'm nosy. Okay, but anyways, you guys, yeah, I feel good today. I decided to go ahead and get this video in and maybe another one, and then I'm gonna upload. Be looking for the video that I'm going to upload to the platinum. Okay. And then I have a live I need to do with my gold members and my platinum members. And then I'm going to do a video with all of my members as we talk about getting the book club up and going again one day next week. Okay. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. Like I said, I decided to go ahead and get a couple videos in before I do my fried chicken and my macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna splurge a little bit today because I'm all happy and stuff. But I wanted to talk about, okay, a radio host was fired for giving the president a script for giving the president or the White House scripted questions, even though the president still made a damn fool out of himself. Okay. Now, I had not had the opportunity to talk about, I did get the opportunity to look at Biden and Trump debate. Okay, y'all, listen. I might have talked about it a little bit. I mean, it's completely embarrassing. As you know, I felt bad for Biden because I don't like to age shame or anything like that. But I think it is abuse for them to have this man up there like that. His wife should do something, right? His wife should, or somebody. But instead, I mean, because he has not been running the affairs anyways, right? They got him there and it's somebody else. The secret power has been running it. They're just going to put his shell there. He's basically a shell at this point. Trump ate him alive, and it was just sad to see him there. He was making facial expressions, um, and I could tell that nothing was there. Listen, when my dad had started to get really sick, that's the reason why I say it was sad. And my dad, on when he was on in his last days, he knew us, right? But there would be things that would click. We would say that what he would make some facial expressions, like his eyes were stretched. It was like, oh my God, like I remember that, right? You could tell, like it would intrigue his brain, his memory, because he had started to lose his memory, even though he could still tell us our names and stuff, right? Um, if something is going on with Biden, I kind of see that same thing, right? That's the reasons why I say I can't age shame, but he don't need to be in the White House. But is Kamala the answer? Okay. Um, as I've always said before, and I know Kamala does not consider herself to be African American nor have any relation as it relates to African American, but she couldn't pass. She couldn't, there used to be back in the day where mixed people could pass. They go, she passes. But Kamala can't even pass. Okay? She can't pass. The only thing she could do is breed out, as they say. You know what I mean? Like she has a Caucasian husband, her children are um probably looks more Caucasian, and then they'll marry Caucasian um, people, and that's how you breed out, right? But is she the answer? Absolutely not. I have to say, when you have someone like Kamala who runs from her roots and does not want to identify as being something, but want to pander to the black people, like eating hot sauce, even though she won't say it. You have, yeah, she us. She definitely want us, cause she definitely want us, cause she eating hot sauce. You know, our people need some help. Our people need some repair mentally too, because when people don't want to be in our community, um, um, you know, or they don't say that they're in our community, we kind of go crazy in wanting them to be in our community. We want anything to be in our community except for us. Okay. But is she the answer? No. I think that Biden would probably be more senile and all. Okay. I think he would probably be more compassionate or something than her. Because see, when you have somebody like Kamala who has built her career off of, she has a hate for what she is and for herself. She's built her career off of dogging out black people, right? She came up off of overcharging poor black people, right? Because they get those public defenders, they can't win. Okay, that's how she built her career. I think that she would be even more vicious, right? Even though Biden is a low down dirty bastard, okay? He is dirty. I know people say, well, what about Trump? Hey, listen, let me tell you something about me. I could deal with a person better when I know what they are. Okay, at least whatever Trump is and whatever he's not, he don't hide it. With Biden, they pander to black people, and they're able to play on black people, and that's how they're able to win. And I think we need to start opening our eyes. Okay, but there's an African American girl who lost her job. Okay, let me pull this up because y'all know I start getting into other stuff. It says Biden radio interview scandal escalates as host is fired for allowing White House to send scripted questions, even though the president still made a goof or whatever. He's a goofy anyways. It says Biden's future continues to hang in the balance after his debate performance spurred a chorus of calls from Democrats demanding he drop out of his reelection race. The president arrived in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Sunday morning to rally support at a church after bombing his make or break ABC interview. Now, let me just say this. I bet you he is filling up the black churches. See, what the Democratic presidents do is they make sure that there is some money allotted to these black churches. Churches are not even supposed to be involved in politics. So they ain't even supposed to be allowing these politicians. Churches are 501c3s. So they're not supposed to be involved in politics. I would think that that would be against the rules, right? But you know, hey, they've been doing it now for years. I guess ain't nobody saying nothing about it or pushing it, because if a politician was to say something about it, then you know they will cut off their water too, right? But they go straight to the black churches and they pander to the black people, and the black preachers are able to make black people who are already suffering and in a state of emergency as it relates to poverty and all of that, okay, economics and all of that, able to make them feel guilty and vote for him, right? That's the type of crazy stuff I'm talking about. It says the post-debate sit-down aired Friday and was meant to quell concerns, but only led to more worries within the party with just weeks until the Democratic National Convention. Biden is making a few campaign stops in swing states of Pennsylvania on Sunday to try and recover public perception. And Vice President Kamala is going to Las Vegas this week as her name is floated amongst those who could replace Biden for the presidential ticket in November. That would be a mistake. Radio station with Biden's first post debate interview fires host for using questions provided by the president's team. the host of Biden's first post-debate media appearance, was fired after saying she received and used questions provided from the president's team ahead of the interview. The interview featured predetermined questions provided by the White House, which violates our practice of remaining an independent media outlet accountable to our listeners. The Philadelphia-based station added that the practice of delegitimizing Black voices continues today and is concerned that any perception of accepting prepared questions will make it seem that WURD radio is a mouthpiece for Biden administration. Lawful Sanders admitted the Biden team sent her 8 prepared questions to ask the president and that she used 4 of them. This is the female Black that was fired right here by the radio station. And y'all see he's still right there. Biden done had some strokes, and then that Alzheimer's, it messed with his brain, and that Alzheimer's done kicked in and stuff. And I tell you, I don't know why the young lady did that, but we don't. I told y'all, didn't I tell you? I said the Black church. I told before I knew it. Before I saw it, I knew it. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is why the African American community is left behind. These pimps in the pulpit right here. Okay. Now I know somebody gonna say, well, that might be a mighty man of God. You ain't supposed to talk about a mighty man of God. I don't know. He was called by God. I don't know if he was called. My daddy used to say everybody ain't called. Some of them just went. They just went for the money. Okay, he used to say some of you Negroes weren't called, you just went, and that's the truth. Because look, he ain't even got his eyes closed. This man called himself praying, and this man trying to figure out where he at. I was looking at, he was at a rally, and all of these people were out there, and he passed up. He was shaking everybody's hand and hugging them and stuff. See, that Alzheimer's makes him revert back to what he really is. He forgets to be phony. Right, so he passed up the Black folks act just like he didn't see him, and they out there Biden, all standing in close proximity, arm to arm, and he passed the Black folks and went straight to the white folks. Okay, I told y'all. It says Biden 81 locked arms with Bishop Ernest C. Morris 91 during Sunday morning church service at Mount Airy Church of God in Philadelphia. You see what I'm talking about? See, with these big, beautiful churches, they go to the big churches with the big congregations. Pastors like this, now he 90, he 91 years old. He ought to be trying to really get his life in order so he can go on wherever he gonna go. Okay, all of us do. Okay, but this is what I'm saying. At 91 years old, he's still leading the people wrong. Biden hadn't done anything for our community. The first thing Biden did when he got into office was he immediately cut off the grants as it relates to funding African American, helping to fund African American businesses. Okay, that's one of the first things that he did. Okay, if you don't, okay. Anyways, let's keep going. He says, we are together because we love our president. We pray for our president. We ask that you continue to give him strength. Now, this is what I'm talking about when they came up with that 3 strikes bill, and they said that they had the preachers like him sitting at the table. They didn't know nothing about that language. They just had some Black preachers sitting there so that when people say, well, they did this too, they was going to do it anyways. Well, they said to make it legit so it won't backfire on us too bad, we'll get some Black preachers to sit here and say that they agree with it as it relates to the Black community, so we won't look so bad. And the Black preachers don't know a damn thing about what was going on. All this, God gave us a seat at the table. He took us before kings. This stuff got to stop if our community is going to move forward. Look, y'all. Yes, God, he's got Alzheimer's. He's got Alzheimer's, God. That's what it is. And I'm gonna tell you now, Kamala ain't gonna be no better. She's gonna be worse, because my dad always taught me a Black person, and she is more Black than anything. Her dad is a Black man. I'm going to show y'all Kamala's dad. Okay, Kamala Harris' father. They say Jamaican because she don't want him to be he's from Jamaica, of course, but he's a black man, okay? They say she said that to trick um white men into voting for her. This is her father right here. Now that's her mother. Her mother is an Indian. This is her father. He's Jamaican. Jamaica is not a race. Jamaican is not a race, but he looks black to me. Kamala can't pass for white. Kamala can't pass for Indian. Kamala couldn't pass for nothing but black. But she does not identify with that, and that's that. And I don't have no issues with what she identified. She could identify with being orange if she wanted to, but don't pander to the black people. Just say I don't want to be in y'all race. Leave me alone. I don't want to be black. I don't want that. I don't want to be that. I don't care what my daddy is. Leave me alone. Stop pandering to black people for the votes. You can't even get her to say it in black folks, but she is. She ain't got to say it. She is. Yeah, she us. She us. What is she? Okay, don't let her pander to us like that then. And I know that they say race don't mean nothing. No, I guess it don't. Okay, if that's how y'all want to say it, but hey, I look at the bigger picture. Here's a woman that built her career off of overcharging poor black people. Okay, so we already know she don't identify with black people. Okay, and then Obama said he was black and white. That's what he said. Why can't she say it? Okay. Anyways, let's move on. But that's what I'm talking about when I start talking about these preachers. Okay, a lot, not all the preachers, but some of these preachers that holds us back. Y'all, they get big grants and stuff now. It's not supposed to happen, but they do. And so this is what's been holding our community back. And that's what, but we got to open our eyes and stuff. And all preachers are not bad. I do believe in God, right? But no preacher could ever tell me who to vote for. He out of line, okay? If he ever tried to tell me who to vote for, okay? And I'm definitely not going to vote for anybody that that has not done anything, or if I was in a leadership position, promote voting for anybody that keeps our that has not done anything for our community, especially with the way that our community is suffering. Okay. But anyways, I can really get deep in there, but everybody just open your eyes and start holding these preachers accountable, because see, I'm gonna tell you something. When you have sharky people like that, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna open the eyes of these preachers when they start doing this stuff, escorting Pharaoh into our community. They're Pharaoh. When God said, Pharaoh, let my people go. A lot of these black leaders are Pharaoh. They escort these people that keep us in bondage, because Biden is a Pharaoh to me too. Okay. So I'll say they're Pharaoh's driver, like driving Miss Daisy, they're Pharaoh's driver. They escort them into our community to trick us. And God says, Pharaoh, you got to let my people go. But the way that we can stop a lot of this stuff is we start pulling our resources back. I'm gonna go to another church. I'm gonna go to a smaller church down the street that's already out there in the community, trying to talk to the young men, that's trying to build programs within the community, that's feeding the community. I'm gonna put my money in that small church, okay? And watch and see on some of these big churches, once they see them tithes and offerings getting pulled back, they'll get some damn act right. Because a lot of these people got these pastors in a high place that they should only have God. My pastor's my God. No man that has flesh and blood running through their veins could ever be my God. Ever. And so you'll be a fool not to question what you already know is not right and not call it. See, that's why people don't be liking me, because I'll call stuff out. It's time to start calling this stuff out instead. Folks want to put their nose in something they ain't got no business putting their nose. Who she's sleeping with such and such. That ain't none of your damn business. Worry about something that's gonna affect your livelihood, you stupid mother sucker. That's what's got our community held back. Worried about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with them, that ain't gonna help to get them no money. They done put all kinds of peepholes and stuff in they blinds at home. I seen them coming out. Yes, I seen her. She messing with a man and he got a woman. Lady, you ought to have your nose in a book. Figure out what's going on in that neighborhood that you live in, that's considered the projects, and why your politicians that's over that district ain't where the money, all the money that coming to the urban areas. Start, if since you want to talk, since you want to lead gossip, start holding meetings at your house, right? And start getting people together so y'all can go on down there to your local politician's office and ask all that money that coming to the urban community, where is it being allocated to? Since you like to start some shit, kick it up right. But that's too much like right, though. And that's one of the reasons why our community stay left behind. Anyways, y'all, listen, I got to make my fried chicken and mac and cheese, okay? But anyways, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can support the channel via Cash App. Remember, I got a video that's I got to tell y'all something that's coming up in the members. I got the juice on some stuff, y'all. Okay. And but I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.